Welcome everyone back to After Curfew Interviews with Kyle. I hope you're having a great day, and if not, I hope this makes it better. But without any further ado, let's get right into it. Today I'm joined by a YouTuber by the name of Oddlife123. Oddlife, why don't you introduce yourself?
What's up, everybody? I'm oddlife123, also known as Evan. I've been doing YouTube for roughly about 2 going on 3 years next month. Currently, right now, I'm at 32,000 subscribers, and yeah, basically, I do gaming videos, and I also do some in real life videos. Not much, but I'm trying to get a hang of that.
I see. Well, yeah, sounds good. And in real life videos, that sounds fun. I've never tried those personally, but hopefully that goes well.
Yeah, I can't wait for that, honestly. Once the COVID thing's over, then it's gonna be better.
Yeah, I feel you. First off, I want to say thank you so much for taking the time to come on.
Anytime, man.
Alright, well, you know, as you may know, we start every single interview with a little quote analysis. So, today I've brought with me a quote. It's a pretty good quote, honestly. I have a website that I just fetch quotes from, and this one kind of caught my eye today. So, you know, this one really caught my eye. So, I guess I'll just read it off. The quote is, "Life has no limitations except the ones you make."
Bro, that's the best goddamn quote to do with me. Alright, so I love that quote, honestly, because I used that quote for my quote of the day one time.
Really?
So,
one of my quotes you have in your discussions thing. You have a quote?
No. Yeah, in my community server.
Yeah.
And that was one of the quotes I used. So I love that quote because where I come from, you know, a good neighborhood, but I also came from a struggling, you know, town and stuff in school. And when I was younger, I was always bullied. But that quote represents me through the struggles I had to put through my life into getting to where I am today. And I think every single person should remember that quote. That's like the best goddamn quote ever.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's you can only set boundaries for yourself, you know.
Yeah, you can only you can go as far as you want.
Right. At the end of the day, it's up to you if you really want to take a step outside your boundaries.
Basically.
And I do want to say, it was when I was looking at your YouTube channel for the first time, I noticed you had the discussions, the community
quote of the day.
Yeah, quote of the day thing, and I was like, yo, that's so cool. We do the same thing.
What's up, brother? Yeah, once you get the community tab on your YouTube, man, you gotta do that. Like all the quotes you do on the podcast, you really should do that. That would help.
We could put those there. Yeah.
That would be really cool, I think.
That would be a good idea, yeah. I think that would be good. Okay, well, now that we've got the quote out of the way, and we're kind of warmed up, I've kind of woken up a little. I guess I have some questions, of course, because it's an interview. And I guess my first question, and this is, I feel like we'll start with the content and then we'll go into some personal stuff just for your fans. My first question, obviously you've done what? You've done quite a few games. I know you did some Watch Dogs. You did what's it called?
Minecraft.
You did Minecraft. Watch Dogs was the only one that really jumped out at me, because if anyone knows me, that's like my favorite game of all time. Like Watch Dogs 2. That was one of my favorite games. But yeah, you did some of those. That was really cool. And then I noticed, so out of all those games, which one would you say is your favorite game?
Okay, so out of all the games I ever done on my channel, I gotta think for a minute. All right, I would honestly have to say my current one I really like is Phasmophobia.
Yeah.
Minecraft and Fortnite, they're good. They're good. But I like Phasmophobia because I'm a big baby when it comes to horror games. And so me and my crew, we made a few videos on it, and I don't know, just looking back at it, it's always fun. It would either be that or VR chat because there's so many different things you can do on VR chat. Yeah. But I think Phas is my top game as of right now.
Phasmophobia. Yeah, good choice. I actually never got around to playing that game, and
you got it, man.
I'll get it. Yeah. We were actually thinking, we were talking amongst ourselves in the podcast. We're talking, and once I get my new PC, we might do some more gaming.
Yeah. It'll be fun. Yeah, you gotta have a good PC for that game, or else you're really screwed. But it's just it's creepy, but it's also like the developers, they're doing really good on it, and they're upgrading it more and more. So it's adding a bunch of options for what you could do in content. Okay. But if you don't know how to make content like that well, it's a really hard game to do, like content wise. So like for a new YouTuber, it's not going to be as energetic or stuff for like a bigger, more experienced YouTuber.
I see. Okay.
If you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's see. Okay, so now that you mentioned your favorite game, I want to go into your videos. Now, most of your videos are gaming, so this kind of ties in with the last question. But I guess, which video was your favorite?
My favorite video. Okay, so my favorite one would probably be one of the newer ones I did, and I gotta say it would be the VR chat moments, the crew's first job, where we all basically, short recap, the video is where we all go into this cooking simulator and we're just idiots. Like, we're just stupid during the entire video. And holy crap, man, I watched that thing with my crew I think it was almost 10-20 times, and I can still watch it and I'll still laugh at it because it was just amazing of how funny and stupid it was.
Yeah, I mean, it's VR chat, I personally find that pretty funny, especially since
VR chat's the best.
If you know how to make it, and again, it's kind of like Phasmophobia. If you know how to make the video, it's pretty funny. But
yeah, you gotta have if you're a new YouTuber and stuff, you gotta have a purpose of the game. So such as challenges would also be really good for a new YouTuber. As you get more experience, you can branch out into other kind of content and make your own thing. VR chat, what we did in the video was we legit played the game, but it wasn't all about the game. It was all about us almost because of how stupid we were. Right. Same with Phas and other games like that. But if you go to the I Survived 50 Days in Minecraft Hardcore video, that's all about the game, not about me. So when you're a new YouTuber, you want to start out with videos like maybe 100 Days Hardcore, stuff like that. Not all about you until your fans warm up.
Once your fans get a general understanding of who you are, what would you say? Okay, that makes sense. Now my next question I have, and this pleased me. This really pleased me when I saw this. So I noticed that recently, your last video is you did a charity stream. Will there be any more of those, or?
So, with me personally, and I'm gonna get personal here. So the charity stream, one thing I wanted to start with YouTube and stuff was to inspire other people to do it, but also to bring awareness to situations in the world. So suicide and depression, that's why I did, charity stream, because that affected me for years and it still affects me. I do hope to do more. I think every 10,000. So I'm at 32,000. So at 40,000, 50,000, so on and so forth.
Right.
I'm going to do a charity stream then. I think the next one I was talking with my crew on is going to be like a Red Cross charity stream or something like that. But so every that's the main purpose why I wanted to do YouTube, and I'm also thinking about in the next few months of getting into acting and stuff, the acting field, to do movies and shows and even maybe video game voiceovers to try and bring trying to get famous, but also to try and bring awareness, because the more fans built I do, the more I can help change the world basically.
Yeah, I totally get that. Yes, great cause. My next question, kind of follow up to that. What did it feel like, kind of streaming for a good cause, or like, how did you feel?
So it was my first stream. First stream in a long time. Like I think almost a year. It was a bit weird, honestly, on YouTube, but also it was a different kind of software I was using, but in the end it did feel really nice. It wasn't about the money I earned. I didn't even care about how much money the charity earned and stuff like that. I cared more about the people that joined the stream and watched the stream and looked at the awareness side, because I put the goal at 1,000. We didn't earn a cent. I didn't care, because it was more about, hey, this is an issue in the world. We gotta watch out for it. If you know somebody that's hurting inside, you gotta talk to them. You can't walk away from it, because that's gonna affect you for the rest of your life too. But I loved it. It was amazing. Great content. It was great fun. I loved all the people that joined. They were chit-chatting with me. Few issues here and there throughout the stream, but hey, that's gonna happen. So
yeah, I totally get that. And I mean, it must have felt amazing, knowing what you're streaming for and knowing the cause that you're supporting.
Oh yeah, it definitely was. I loved it.
Yeah. Kind of staying like another follow-up, but this is I kind of incorporated my own question into this, because you follow along our interviews pretty closely, you'll know that every single one we ask the same question. One question that has stayed through every single interview.
Go for it.
The question kind of relates to this. It's I guess, what are your views on mental health and how it's been affected by, I guess, lockdown or corona and all that?
Well, I'll tell you this, it's definitely been hell. For me, I'm bored of it, alright? But it's bad. It's not good. I'll be brutally honest. I'm looking on the news and stuff, and one thing that definitely really hit me hard was I saw on Inside Edition, a newscast where this 12-year-old kid committed suicide. And the way they started off was the kid was a YouTuber. It was a 12-year-old kid doing a little YouTube video. I don't know. Me personally, that hit me hard, and I was like, "Shit, man!" Like 12-year-old kid, because YouTubers are a family, But it's bad. I mean, the mental health, depression, suicide rates, they went up a tremendous amount, because the kids are not seeing their friends. They're wearing these masks. It's it hurt me hard too, because I suffer from depression and anxiety, so
right.
I had a lot depression, and it's not that good. But again, this keeps me going. This YouTube channel and everything, all my fans and stuff, they keep me going through and pushing through this.
Yeah.
So
shout out to the fans.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I totally agree. That makes 100% sense. Lockdown, it's the worst of everyone. It's been the worst, but we're gonna get through it, and hopefully next year
it's pretty hard.
Yeah. Now we're gonna move
hopefully
into
this
some
year.
personal questions. Yeah, so let's move into some. We've
personal.
already kind of are in personal, but I guess these ones are more just
Go for it.
More to get to know you a little better. I guess my first question in this section is, who is someone you look up to in life?
Oh man. Okay, so right off the bat, religious wise, I'm gonna say, well, of course, religious wise, I'm a Christian. I say, God always.
Right.
Yeah. If we're talking in real life, I have to say it's probably going to be Mr. Beast.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy gives a lot of money away. The guy helps family. That's what I want to be doing in the next, maybe year or two, doing content like that.
Yeah. And I find it amazing how he manages to not get canceled.
Yeah, me too.
Especially when cancel culture is such a big thing. It's like,
yeah, I mean, how are you gonna cancel a guy that just gives away?
Yeah, that's true.
How are you gonna cancel that? Like, you're just a hater.
He makes it very hard for people to cancel.
Yeah, I mean, the guy is professional. Like, not to downgrade YouTubers, but let's go with like PewDiePie for example. PewDiePie has, he's the #1 YouTuber, but he has a cancel culture because he has a lot of stuff on him. Like, I don't remember. He has a lot, hate on him, such as, when he was donating money to organizations, that $50,000, people hated on him for donating, people hated on him for not donating. So it's like, he was in the middle of that. Mr. Beast, he never had nobody pick out one thing and hate on him for that. He runs his channel really, really good and really, really smart. I'm not saying PewDiePie is a bad YouTuber. I'm just saying Mr. Beast is running it a little bit better than PewDiePie, for example.
Yeah.
There's no like real targeting of hatred. PewDiePie, he's the #1 YouTuber. Of course he's going to get hate, but that's just how I think of it.
Right. My next question, who would you say are your biggest supporters of your YouTube and all that?
Whew. Oh man.
Yeah.
Give me a second. I got a thing on that. I mean, biggest supporters, I would definitely say my crew, #1, but also just my fans in general. I really they're all really big supporters on it.
Yeah, I feel that. Fans, #1 supporters, #1 fans, that's who you create the content for, so.
Yeah, and they keep it going.
Yeah. Next question. This is kind of like a little future question, but where do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years, I better have a girlfriend. Let's go with that. I'm 19 and I don't have a girlfriend yet because
hey, you'll find yourself.
I better have a girlfriend in 5 years. Let's see. In 5 years, I hope to be at 100,000, which I most likely think I will be, because I'm probably going to hit. Hopefully, I hit 50K this year.
Hey, rooting for you, man.
Thanks. I hope to be, in the acting field already, and I better be moved out of my family's house. So I definitely want to be moved out.
Yeah.
Because 5 years, I don't know how much I'm going to last in here.
Well, big goals and reasonable ones. Very reasonable. And I think this is my last question I have. Wow, that went by pretty fast. But my last question I have is, what advice would you have to someone who's just starting out YouTube or Twitch or coming up on the social media scene?
Okay, so I get this a lot, and I love answering this question probably. But so one thing I always recommend is, if you're going to do YouTube, I recommend streaming probably on Twitch or something first. The reason is, I was a streamer on Mixer before I even started YouTube. You want to start hard and then go easy, such as, if you're a streamer, there's not much work that 100% goes into it as compared to a YouTuber. If you're a streamer, you're going to, experience a lot of hate because you're live, but you can't show it. So that's one thing I recommend doing. And plus, you get more people. You're there. You're going to be active. You're going to be talking to your fans and stuff. And people are going to recognize you. Then eventually you can go into YouTube if you feel like it. The good thing with YouTube is, you can edit out bits and pieces that you don't want to see. But there's not a lot of real connection unless you really do a live stream on YouTube. Another thing I recommend doing is you really should at least have some spare cash on hand if you're going to do a YouTube channel. I know not everybody's rich. If you can't, that's okay. But I recommend you gotta get like a decent setup or something. When I started off with a crappy chair, crappy computer that never wanted to work with me, and a crappy TV. Well, not crappy, but and that was my setup. Over the course of 2 years, I have a full room that's all decked out and stuff. Another thing I also recommend is, you may have to hire a thumbnail artist or editor. I'm not the best at thumbnails. You can even see on my channel here and there. But, and if you can, take your time with videos. It's quality over quantity. That's what I basically do. That's why I post once a week. And probably the last bit is, make content that people want to watch. Don't film if you can, don't film, your phone recording your TV. Don't do that. It's okay. It might not be the best, but hey, if you can't do it, you can't do it, or don't do it. Sorry. You want to make content people want to watch. They're not going to watch your phone recording, your TV. They're going to watch you. They want to see what personality you're bringing. There's hundreds and hundreds or millions of YouTubers out there. You got to make it different. If it starts off with you, doing a funny intro or little bits, whatever you want to do. It could be the edits in your channel that make your channel different. Whatever. It's all about you. It will turn into you in the future. First, it might be about content. Now it's going to start turning into you if you really want to be a serious YouTuber. If it's just for fun, hey, have all the fun you want, But, also definitely start on other platforms too. Do Instagram. I have an Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, everything. YouTube. Definitely start doing that. Be on every single platform you can. Because that's going to be your best friend. So basically, those are the recommendations.
Totally agree. Yeah, couldn't have said any better. That was really good recommendations. That's gonna do it though. That's gonna mark the end of the interview. Evan, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come on, man.
Anytime.
And a special thank you to all of the viewers and fans that have stuck to the end and listened through. If you liked what you saw, make sure to like and subscribe, and please do me a solid and go subscribe and go look at Evan's content. It's really good. The link will be in the description, so it's just 2 clicks. Doesn't take too much time. But anyhow, Evan, that's gonna mark it. Evan, you got anything else to say to the fans?
Hello.
That's
it.
That's it. We'll catch you guys next time, and have a good day. Bye.
Peace.